Good morning, everyone. My name is Dipen, Assistant Secretary of UFDR, Rapa Sekresaba, Meghalaya State Government.
My name is Aaranyak and I report for the Meghalaya Literature.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Aaranyak and I work in the Public Relations Department of Aaranyak.
Engineer, Bureau Distribution, Subdivision, and EPTCL.
Which is the community-based forest management project, and almost about we are working with 150 to 120 villages. So most of the villages where we are working in the JICA project are actually elephant corridors or mostly the wildlife areas where the people and wildlife are staying actually. So for that reason we wanted to take the advantage of this workshop to know much better how to go about this man-animal conflict and also existing correspondence with the human beings and animals.
Respected Deputy Commissioner of West Garhwal District, Mr. Swapnil Tambe, and I would request Madam Jejabel and Dr. Tiffany and Aplan. So I would request Jejabel Madam and Lohagar sir to please felicitate our. Thank you, sir.
Now we have with us Salma ma'am, who is the director of Balpakram National Park, and I request Annie madam to kindly felicitate her. Sorry if I missed something.
We hope that we can also work with the protection squad, as it's this protection squad that you have in place, and you can, have a collaboration with them and make the promotion this good one. Thank you. Now I request DC sir to speak a few words on the occasion. Over to you.
Thank you, Chair. First of all, also I was in Assam, so as sir also said Sonitpur, so I was posted there itself. So we have in my time itself there was in fact since the Kaziranga is very near, so one time tiger, one time rhino, and one time elephants are very common sights. So we had a lot of work with wildlife there in rescuing and all those things. So it's a very interesting time in Sonitpur. Anyways, coming back to the topic, so I feel that here what we are facing in the villages, and especially in this Chitrikala area, the response time, and there is a limitation on the forest department in terms of personnel also, as already shared. So the best way is to prepare our villagers to how to respond. And in fact, Forest Department already has the voluntary protection squad, 63 numbers, so that's very heartening to know. And so very similar, so we have a disaster management volunteers, recently we are training these Abda Mitras also. So I feel that this QRT kind of a quick response team should be at the village level, and we need to empower these village youth, especially in this, because by the time I think we respond, because since it's a huge district, so from here to Tikrikala, teams will take 3.5 hours to reach. So but by that time I think major things will happen. So the best approach is that we need to empower these QRTs or the voluntary protection squad which are there. So I hope we will work to improve their capacity, more awareness. These kind of workshops should be, for them, how to, because they will be the first responders. So we need to empower these villages. There is no way to ensure any faster response. Of course, we are always there from police side, from forest side, from district administration, BDO. We'll do our best. But I think as first responders, villagers must know what they are dealing with and how users are passionate about animal conservation. So Mr. Bhutto is here and others are also here. So I think we can hear from them so that we can get more points of this. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ambedkar, for such an informative speech. One of the purpose of today's workshop is to identify where we can converge with different stakeholders. And I think Tambe sir has very rightly pointed out and also made us aware of the different organization or the stakeholders like the CELCO and about the protection squad where we can collaborate with them and take this work forward. And one of the most important things that Sir has highlighted is he has mentioned about two things, the short-term solution and the long-term solution. We do agree like whatever mitigation measures we are employing, it's more of a putting a band-aid to the wound, but the ultimate goal will be reached only when we kind of revive the habitats, like the corridors. But then it's a very, very long-term thing. It's not going to happen in the next 5 years. We have to have a sustained and continuous efforts to revive the lost corridors and the lost habitats. And in case of Meghalaya, as pointed out, that most of the lands are owned by the community, so community, like everywhere else, also it plays a very, very crucial role in trying to mitigate conflict and safeguard the elephants for future as well. One of the goals of this project that we are going to implement in the next 3 years is to make the people who are affected by the human-elephant conflict self-reliant. We are here for next 3 years and we will be moving on in different places for our work. One of the purpose is to empower these people who are affected from conflict and make them self-reliant to tackle their own problem. And we hope that with of course support from all the department, we will achieve this. Moving on, we have with us additional SP sir, and just before the start of the workshop, we were having an additional chit chat, and he mentioned quite a few stories on the conflict situation that he has faced during his tenure in the district. So I would request you to give a small talk on this. Over to you, sir.
So I'd request if you can take up this research-based data gathering regarding the movement pattern, like the park, at what time, free time, like time. You can actually drop out that what are all areas and what are the timings, and so that
from the forest department of Bangladesh, because the movement is I think across border also. This happened, right?
I think, sir, 2-3 years back there was some international conference was there. Already, if you look at some taking place, one in Shillong also, I think it has been there. One in Bangladesh.
We can also initiate with IUC and Bangladesh.
Yeah, because as he said, like it's not just with Assam border.
It's also with Bangladesh, and then maybe formally can be.
Maybe next time when we have this conference, we can invite somebody from Assam and somebody from Bangladesh. So let's think about it, if possible. They can come. We can have a joint meeting here itself.
Regarding this Indo-Bangladesh, there's the dialogue, Indo-Bangladesh border dialogue, taken place. And according to that decision, we have constructed some watchtower along the border area where the elephant is crossing, so that Bangladesh side also the Bangladesh border guard they are coordinating.
Including SSB and other enforcement agencies, we already have a team in place called Legal Advocacy Division, wherein we reach out to different enforcement agencies and do workshops with them to help us, to strengthen the poaching detection cases and help us with the conservation thing. And we also have done in parts of Meghalaya, right? In Khasi Hills mostly. So yeah, we will be more than happy to take this out even in here when needed. Would you like to add something more?
Yeah, particularly in India.
Elaborating, Chandana. Now we come to the most interactive part of the workshop. Here we have representatives from different government agencies and also from villages. So this will be an open interaction session. And I would also request gentlemen to please kindly convey that people should be comfortable picking whatever they feel like, and you can help back if you help with translation. Can you please make this announcement? Even if you are there comfortable, they can go with Garo and you will be there to help us with the translation. Thanks over to you.
And then we will start even poetry also and poetry also. And then when I was in basic feather, when I was in Dadengre, as well as in while I was working as BDO, block development officer, I have encountered many conflict between human and elephant. And then, like, I have done so many post-mortem during those days. And like I used to tell the villagers, means we need the peace more. We don't need to disturb them. Like while crossing their corridors and all. Anyway, we'll try. Actually, right now we don't have a scheme, but we'll try to help them.
No, at least, say for example, if we organize any training, maybe you can give us help for provide best training on say big clearing and things like that.
We are ready.
Thank you. May I ask Madam Video?
Yes, I would like to make a few comments. I have been told that it is not the villagers who were trying to keep them away. They were in their houses, but it seems the elephants, they entered into their areas, their compounds, and they were barging into the granary. They were in search of food, they were destroying the banana plantations, and they were barging into their granaries. And also, I think a few of the residents of Kichikila is also here, so they can also comment on this, and the fact that in Rabha culture we have this culture of making our own local money. So it seems that they get some kind of smell from that, and then they enter into the houses, they drink those, and then they somehow become wild. This is what I've heard. So I think we need to focus on this also, the behavior of the elephants.
Many times it happens because elephant like these molasses, because this country and that's why we always say that don't make the country liquor close to your house. It has to be and those things we will take in. So at least storage and it has to be not immediate. So there are many issues. Yes, solve. And then sound will get one or two dog. Elephant dog don't like dog at all. And when elephant this dog bark all behind and they try to save and in that way also they destroy. So many things happen. So may I request from education department because we have lots of activities related to education and particularly in school, and we would like to train teachers and TOTs so that they can also teach other Indian areas.
Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you for sharing your wonderful presentation. Right now, we do not have any program regarding this elephant, human-elephant conflict. So whatever our department will be very glad to organize such kind of programs in the schools itself. We will be glad to have you there if you can organize such kind of programs so that awareness in the schools for school children, it can be done in a larger manner. So if you need any help, our department will be very glad to have you, sir.
Definitely, because we children we can inculcate they motivate them at this age. It will be very important. So the students are one of the major force we have, and because many times what happens, when they come back from school, they may also get just see elephant in front. Then in such situation, how they behave. So that also we will definitely.
Yeah, that's a very important point that what you mentioned. Sometimes the children are coming back from school and something like this happens, so they should know what to do. And of course, it's a good idea to sensitize our children also because they are the future of that area. So I think if we prepare the children, I mean the future also will be kind of secure. So I think even you should work with these schools in these whatever 5-6 villages we have identified. I think there must be some LP school or UP school must be there, I'm sure. So we can work, we should rather work with these so I think you'll have a lot to share.
Conservation and spreading awareness of wildlife for so many years now. I've been camera trafficking for the last 6 years. So that means I have made certain observations which may not be entirely correct. But then I'd like to share those. But then again I'd like to inform everyone here, we need to address the actual problem. This should not be viewed as a criticism. I'm just here to suggest, and maybe we all can work together because we're all in the same boat, and maybe we can find a better solution to all this. So first and foremost, I would like to
in convergence with Narega, they can come up with the future of farming and all these kind of bio-farming, fencing, wall that you have spoken about. Probably in the villages, if you take the initiative, we can work together towards sensitizing the community through the village organization women that we have, because they are very active. They are very active in terms of, we are currently working for the National Health Mission, we are working for Rescue Mission. So a lot of successful initiatives have been showing. And in Tigrikula also we can take that initiative, so it is a new block that we have adopted under Aaranyak. So I think we can start up with sensitizing. We can start up with awareness. For them, they already understand the struggles that they are having, the conflict they are having with the wild animals. So that's what I believe we should start with first. So whenever you schedule a plan, you can get in touch with us. You can get in touch with the block mission management unit. We have the new BDO. She's very supportive, very cooperative, and as a team we can work it out. Yes, thank you.
Farmers to leave the harvest ready before it is time for right time for the harvest. Before it is fully ripe, they are forced to harvest. I think it is really because elephants are finding it difficult for them to find food for themselves in the forest. So,
from the local communities and also from other government and department as well. The main purpose of this open session was to discuss the ideas, the problems that you have, the issues that we can address to bring out those issues to us. And I think we come to an end of this workshop, of course. And today's workshop has been extremely fruitful because we have identified with whom to do this collaboration, where the convergence can happen, what are the problems or the issues that the local communities in the affected villages are facing. So we will definitely take this forward. This is just the inception workshop. We have already identified the villages where we will be working for the next 3 years intensively. Working on different aspects, doing outreach. So I mentioned about sensitizing the local people, the children, and we will be doing a lot of livelihood work. I like to invite Marak sir, DFO West Carwills, to offer the vote of thanks. And just a small another quote there, and a group photograph from Garote. So please stay. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Amalika. I believe that with this beginning of how to mitigate the man and elephant conflict in the conflict zones, everyone has given their opinion. So I would like to thank everybody who has participated in today's program. So with this, I, on behalf of the Nagaland Forest Department, Nagaland Initiative, British Trust, British Asian Trust, and the Aaranyak team, would like to extend my gratitude to DC sir, the
Sri Somnath Temple, who has been here with us since 11 o'clock till now, and leaving behind his work in the office. I also thank our conservator of forest, Sri S.M. Sarma, our additional SP who has been here with us, who he has left. I thank him. Our DA4 Deputy Sri Ganeshan, Director PNP, Srimati R.K. Sarma, and all the district heads.
We will do a formal press release of today's workshop. Thank you. And now we please gather in the veranda here for our group photo.